Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm going to be doing a Chinese drama review on the drama called You Are My Hero. It is a total of 40 episodes and it's an adaptation of Descendants of the Sun. And I was able to watch the first 4 episodes of it, and I'll be very honest with you guys, I spoiled and I'm already like spoiling myself on episode like 23 and 24. I'm like, oh my god! I'm loving the story. I'm really loving the story. So I'm really excited. Like as of right now, like they're already at episode like 20 and stuff like that. But like I haven't been able to sit down and watch. It's just been very busy lately for Ajishi and I. So I've been like trying my best to just catch up to drama as much as I can. But it's not that I gave this drama a shot. I was so excited for it. So like when I found out that it was coming out and it was kind of similar to Descendants of the Sun was really good too. So I was like, ooh, let's give this drama a shot. And I actually really do like it. So I'm gonna go over the cast synopsis in the first 4 episodes with you guys. As for our cast, we have Sandra Ma as Mika, and then we have Bai Jingtin as Xin Kele, and then Chen Hao as Shu Wenbao, and then Jin Pei Yao as Ren Qingxian, and then Wing Wang as Dr. Xiao Yunhang, and then Guang Yang as Su Yangshang, and then Cheng Muyi as Chen Tao, and there's tons of other people too. There's like a lot, like there's like the SWAT team and more doctor people, but those are our main people that we focus on. So excuse me. As for our synopsis, as a new resident at this new hospital, Mika, life starts to fall boring with just day-to-day seeing patients, training, exercise, and all this stuff like that. But then things start to change a little bit for her when, you know, she finds the passion to help people, save lives, and it makes her happy and she wants to keep doing it. Mika ends up joining a emergency rescue training between the hospital and the police SWAT team, and that decision changed her life forever. When a deadly earthquake shakes the foundation of the world, Mika is a part of the team ordered to go help with the rescue operation, joined by the military people, including Shinkale, a special op agent who first met Mika through all these misunderstanding and leaving both of them not having good impression of each other. But besides that, they end up putting all that away, go and help out these rescues and all stuff like that, working side by side together. Their feelings starts to grow towards each other, and they start to realize how hardworking each other are. But when the nation calls for help, Mika and her medical team goes and help, and when he has to put his life on the line, Shinkale goes for the rescue. So how are they all going to find time to be together, and how will their life turns out when both of them are very, very important to the world of constantly saving lives? So recap on the first 4 episodes, the drama starts off with 2 years ago where Mika and Shinkale first meet. This is a robbery takes place at a jewelry shop where Mika happens to be there purchasing a gift for her parents' anniversary. There's the tiger team from SWAT who was sent to the rescue, which was Shinkale's team, and they were able to save everybody, save all the hostages safely due to Mika helping an old man who went into cardiac arrest. She kind of diverted the attention away from the robber for them to be able to get in without any plan. She was just helping this old man, and like she demanded that they get help for this old man or he's gonna die. And that's the opportunity for Shinkale to charge in and save everybody. Mika, he saves everybody and shoots all the bad guy, but there's the main one where is holding the knife to Mika's throat, and she has a grenade in her hand where he pulled the pin off. So if she lets go, the grenade goes off. Shinkale shoots the robber in the head, saves Mika from falling and dropping the grenade. He talks to her to ease her nerves, and he gets to know her name. She's a doctor, she's single, and she doesn't want to die because she's like, I haven't been on a day, I don't want to die yet. He safely brings her to the anti-explosion place where she slowly slips her fingers away from the grenade as he grips onto it tightly, and she's taken away for safety, and he throws the grenade away to explode where nobody gets hurt. 2 years later, she's a hardworking doctor trying to get into the neurosurgeon department. The hospital she works has a rule that all new doctor has to pass the emergency training by the SWAT team. The director of the hospital and the chief of the SWAT team are husband and wife, and they created this rule long ago, so all doctors must go to it. So when emergency happens outside of the hospital and they go to save, they know the medical field and they know the other, what's the other word? The operation field and everything, so that they can complete both, or at least have a little bit of knowledge of it. So Mika and her friend Shu Yuxiang and Chen Tao, they actually with other doctors, they actually end up having to train for 2 weeks, and no one is allowed to leave the base. Well, Mika sneaks out on the first day because she has a patient who has cancer and is currently living with her. She's been trying to get this patient cured when this patient has given up hope already. Mika doesn't, and she seeks out for Dr. Xiao Yuhang, who is the best neurosurgeon doctor, to help. And with his help, she was able to get her patient through charity funding to go abroad to get treated. Mika she sneaked out the first time, and she ran into Shinkalek the first time, and then she didn't recognize him from 2 years ago because his face was like half covered. Things didn't turn out for them immediately, and he punishes her by cleaning the bathrooms and toilets, and as she snuck out, and that's her punishment. She's not supposed to leave. Well, she did it again the second time, and he failed her and tells her that she's not gonna pass this emergency training and she should leave and come back next year. So after he doesn't give her a chance, but she doesn't leave anyways. And afterwards, he learned that the reason why she kept leaving was she was trying to save a patient. That's how dedicated she is to her work. Even though she's training, she's out there trying to save her patient as well. So he lets her rejoin. And Mika and her team did a wonderful job, scores the best, but Mika still fails because she has extremely fear of heights. She couldn't finish one of the training which he had to fill her. Everybody got their certificate except for her, which she doesn't care because she knows she's a great doctor. So during all this time of training, there's a reporter, Run Qingshin, who comes to film and take picture of the SWAT team, especially the Tiger team, for a promotion video. And she meets Shu Wenbao, and the two of them don't get along at the first because he keeps messing things up with her. But then eventually, with his stupidity and not understanding girls, he eventually tries to fix things up, and she actually ends up developing a quick crush for him, and she's determined to win his heart. So before the training ends, the SWAT hosts a party for all the doctors, and Mika and Shinkeling ends up at a car accident where they actually save a truck driver before the ambulance arrived there. They suffer through some difficulties with Mika's fair height and Shinkeling little knowledge of medical. The two of them work together and still help out this truck driver. After 2 weeks, their doctors are back at the hospital, and Mika is trying to get into the neurosurgeon department. So with Mika trying to get into the neurosurgeon department due to she wants to be with Dr. Xiao and his team, the director He, which is the director of the hospital, didn't want her to put that team because she believes that Shu Yangshu is more suitable to be in Dr. Xiao's team. But Dr. Xiao decides to take both the girls into his department. This is where it gets a little bit off and a little bit suspicious because Shu Yangshan doesn't seem to care at all where she gets. It seems like she got there through connection, and she's always favored, and everything is so easy for her. And it's obvious the director doesn't like Mika as much, but with Dr. Xiao always helping her, she always does an excellent job. So the director doesn't really like that. But she was able to perform great help on a patient where she got stuck in an elevator with, where Shu Yanshao doesn't want to, because she's like, I don't want to take blame for it. We didn't do anything, This is not an operating room. We're stuck in an elevator. But Mika's like, no, we're gonna perform this anyway because I want to save him. I cannot let a life die. And she also ends up performing a double surgery with Dr. Xiao guiding her through the phone to complete the whole process, with him being in the other surgery and talking to them through Bluetooth and stuff like that to guide her. But anyways, she does an excellent job, and we see Shinkale go back to his job and how he lives and everything. Both of them do not live normal lives, and live very difficult lives, but they slowly cross paths here and there. The thing is, she doesn't remember that he's the guy who saved her 2 years ago, and she calls it that there's this uncle who saved her, and he saved her, and that it made her respect life. It made her want to live on and help save other people too. And he says a lot of things to try to trigger to her that it's him, but he doesn't ask and like tell her yet that it's me, you know. He wants her to figure it himself, but eventually they do cross paths, and they eventually going to fall in love. But that is the recap of the first 4 episodes. So much happened, and I really like how they start us off like that, with them actually getting involved with each other, and with her not remembering him, and he's not forcing it upon her, and he's just gonna let it slowly flow in and everything like that. So it's actually, I spoiled for myself, spoiler alert. I don't know when they do get together, so I think it's probably like later episode, probably like 12 or 13, something like that, they do get together. But in like episode 22 to 23 there, I saw the preview, Shin Kulik is going to go through a problem. Something is going to happen to him where he's gonna have to step away from being the captain of his team, and it's due to something with his head injury, his brain or something like that. He has like a tumor or something like that, and he doesn't want to consult her. But eventually, from the looks of it, from the previews, he is gonna go through with all these things, and he is going to leave for to go get surgery, because there is no one in China where they live to actually complete that. So he is going to leave her, but from the looks of it, he's gonna get better and he's gonna come back. Don't worry, he still love her, they still love each other, they wait for each other, they gonna get each other. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously, like I told you guys, always pay attention to the opening and the ending of it. From the opening and the ending, it looks like someone got married, so I'm thinking it's either the reporter lady and the you know, Shin Wenbao. I don't know, I didn't pay much attention, but it looks like that. And obviously it does look like Shu Yashan does turn kind of bad, because she is jealous of Mika, and because Mika works really hard for it, and for her, she just pretty much does look like she got through connection and things are easy for her, and she's just like whatever, and she just hates her. But yeah, all these things like that. So that's myself spoiling it for myself, to be able to watch just some clips here and there to get to see, to know what's gonna happen. But I really do look forward to see how it's gonna turn out. So I take it as this is the China version of Descendants of the Sun, with a little bit of twist, a little bit more information versus the other one, because the other one was probably what, like 16 something episodes. This one 40, this is double that. So I really do looking forward to see how it's gonna turn out. It's already in like 20 episodes, so if you guys start watching now, pretty much by the time you finish it, well, if you binge watch it in like a day, you know, you're gonna have to end up waiting for it. But if you start watching it now, by the time you hit to the 20, all of the other remaining 20 episodes are already out. But that's it for today's review, and I hope you guys do check this out, because I really do like it so far. And that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.